Hi friends, welcome to Beautifully Bookish Bethany. Today's video is the start of my October vlog style book haul. People seem to like these and they're kind of fun to do, so you get to see me unboxing packages. Today I have two packages that arrived. I had some affiliate credit on Amazon, and so I picked up a couple of books. I think that's what these are. First up, this only had one other item in it, but we have lots of these. And the book is Fairy Tale by Stephen King. Listen, I have been hit and miss with Stephen King, but I think I'm gonna like this one. I saw Angela from Literature Science Alliance talking about it in one of her Friday Reads videos, and I had been eyeing it anyway, and she was talking about how there were illustrations or something. I don't know, are there illustrations? Oh yeah, there are. Oh, cool. Yeah, there's like some illustrations, stuff like this. So I wanted to try it out. I seem to get on better with more Stephen King fantasy sometimes, depending, but based on what I'm seeing, I want to try it and I wanted to get a copy. It was on sale, I had credit, so I picked it up. And then I'm not 100% sure what this one is. I know I ordered a couple things. Let's see. Oh, okay, never mind. This is actually not for me. It is for somebody else. So there you go. First book of the month, Fairy Tale by Stephen King. I'll be back when I have more to open. I had two pre-orders from Barnes & Noble come in. Let's open them. So exciting. Okay, let's see which one this is. Yay! Okay, this is Demon in the Wood, the new Shadow and Bone graphic novel from Leigh Bardugo and Danny Pendergast. I feel like this could be really interesting. It's the backstory of the Darkling, so I'm definitely looking forward to getting more information. I like that it's a graphic novel format. And then for the other one, I know what this is and I've already read it. Okay. Oh my gosh. They put in these like little advertisement things, which are annoying. There we go. Yes! It is House of Hunger by Alexis Henderson. I had an e-arc of this on NetGalley, so I have already read it. I really liked it. This is her gothic horror novel drawing on the lore of the Countess of Bathory, who was the woman who supposedly like bathed in the blood of virgins. It's like a dark vampire story. It's really good if you're looking for a good fall read. And it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I love it. I'm so glad it's here. Two packages arrived today from publishers, so let's see what they are. I don't know who this one is from. It doesn't say. This one I think is probably from Tor. This is usually the envelopes they send stuff in, so let's open this one first. Oh. This is not from Tor. It's from HarperCollins. That is not what I was expecting. Interesting. This is The Bookshop of Secrets by Molly Rushmeyer. So this actually came to me from the Harlequin publicity team. It's just that it's from a different group, so it's in a different box. This is part of their Love Inspired line, so more inspirational romance, but it sounded cute. A collection of lost books holds the clues to her family's legacy and her future. Hope Sparrow has mastered the art of outrunning her tragic past. Never stay anywhere too long, never allow anyone to control her life again. And so she comes to this town in search of her family's history, and somewhere in the towering stacks of this dusty old shop are the books that hold Hope's last ties to her late mother and a rumored family treasure that could help her start over. And yeah, I think this one is more women's fiction. I think maybe it's also got a romance in it, but I love the cover. It looks fun and cozy. And this book goes on sale October 25th, so thank you so much to HarperCollins. Now let's open this. I am not sure what this is gonna be, so let's find out together. Oh, cool. Okay, I did know I was getting this. This is from Orbit. This is The Stars Undying by Emery Robin, going on sale in November. It sounded really interesting. It's a sci-fi novel. It says for readers of Anne Leckie and
we're awesome ninjas. Just look at it. We can do everything. Ha! We can do this. Ha! We can do this. Ha! We can do this. Ha!
Oh my gosh. Okay, bye, Joe. So this comes out in November. It says it's for readers of Anne Leckie and Arkady Martine, a sweeping, spectacular space opera debut inspired by the lives and loves of Cleopatra and Julius Caesar, which honestly sounds amazing. Early reviews looked good too. Thank you so much to Orbit. I'm excited to read this one. I have books, I have book mail, and I have one book I picked up at the Brooklyn Book Festival. Here's the short that I did as a mini vlog of the day. Come with me to the Brooklyn Book Festival. It was raining and windy, and I did not expect it, so I went to hide out in Starbucks hoping it would get better. It didn't, but I went to a great panel on Book Talk with Ayana Gray, E. Lockhart, other authors, loved it, and then went to this panel with Emily X. Arpan, Victoria Lee, and Angeline Booley, and finally got my own copy of Firekeeper's Daughter, which is incredible, and got it signed by Angeline. She was lovely. I was hungry, so I went and refueled before my last panel of the day, one on romance, featuring one of my favorite romance authors, Adriana Herrera. Love her books. They're smart, they're high heat, and if you haven't read her, you really should. Then I was exhausted. So as you saw, I finally got a copy of Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Booley. I have read this, I really loved it, and I wanted to have my own physical copy of the book, and I now have a signed copy. Angeline was so lovely, and it was really fun getting to go to the Brooklyn Book Festival. Definitely would recommend if you're ever in the area, even though the weather was a lot. Like, I've never been where the weather got rained out like that, but we still had a good time. Next, I've got a package from Amara and Entangled Publishing. I am not sure what this is, so let's see. It's like a nice big box, so it should be exciting. It's rainy today too, so I feel like my lighting is not great because I don't have my ring light out, but that's fine. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Ooh. We have a card. It says, read it, love it, share it. Welcome to Amara. Discover Entangled Publishing's hottest and most popular romantic fiction. It looks like this is for 2 books. I haven't heard of either of these. Fetish by Anonymous and Imperfect Angel by Christy Barth. Okay, let's see what we got in here. Cute. First we have a little notebook that says Book Nerd on it and has an attached pen. Can always use more notebooks. I go through them a lot. And then we have finished copies of those 2 books. Fetish, a collection of erotic stories by Anonymous. Step into a world of secret appetites, carnal longing, and dark cravings with this erotic collection set in the Victorian era. Interesting. From achingly tender to utterly taboo, these 10 historical stories will stir and entice every desire. Okay, so we have a anonymously written collection of Victorian erotica. Thank you, Entangled. And then I'm Perfect Angel by Christy Barth. A wickedly fun new rom-com about good, evil, and the key to falling in love. 3 days ago, all Maisie Norgate had was a stack of bills about a gazillion jobs and her sunny as hell outlook. Now, thanks to an uncle she never knew about, she's inherited an ornate skeleton key with absolutely no idea what it's for or why she has it. Which is exactly when a ridiculously handsome guy claiming to be an angel shows up at her door and all hell breaks loose. She's the keeper of the key. It's a key to hell. Okay, this sounds really intriguing. I mean, that sounds like fun. So if you need some good steamy times in your life, go check them out. Thanks to Entangled Publishing. Then of course I have my book of the month box. They had one that I wanted this month. Sometimes I skip, but it's $16 a month for a new release or sometimes pre-release hardcover. They had a bunch of options this month. What did I end up? I decided to go with The Family Game by Catherine Steadman. This looked really intriguing and what Mara had to say about it was interesting. So it's a thriller about a eccentric family with a lethal game of survival. So it's like the worst possible version of going to be with your in-laws for the holidays, basically. So yeah, it sounded interesting. So this was my book of the month pick. If you're interested in checking out book of the month, I have a link down below where I get a free book if you sign up, but you know, no pressure. Yeah, intrigued. Looks like fun. Hello, I am back with book mail. 3 packages arrived. I know what 2 of them are, and I am not sure what the 3rd one is, so let's find out together. First up, we have a book from Harlequin. I know that I joined a promotion on Instagram from the Harlequin publicity team, so I think this is the book. Well, they sent me 2 copies of this. That's interesting. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not sure why. I got a copy of this earlier in the month, so maybe they accidentally sent me 2 of them. Thank you, Harlequin. The other one that I do know what it is from the Librarian box. This is the other special edition of Babel that I ordered, and I'm so excited to see what it turns out like. Let's open this. Oh, is it a whole book box? I think I didn't realize it was a whole book box. I thought I was just getting the book. Wow. Okay, so I definitely thought I was just buying a copy of the book, but apparently this is like a whole subscription box thing. Cool. Wow. I did not realize that was what I was getting, so yay. First up, we have a recipe card. This is Mrs. Piper's scones, or bannocks, which I am far enough into Babel to know about these scones, and this sounds delicious. Let's see what else is in here. Ooh, okay. We have candy. Rami's Sweets, butterscotch and toffee candy from Dreamy R Bakery. That looks delightful. We've got a stamp that I think says Ex Libri. Cool. What does it say on the card about the stamp? I think it says something. Before you begin term, make sure you note which books are yours using this custom stamp inspired by the Babel crest. Cool. Oh, this is a cute idea. Library cards. We hope you don't employ similar methods of discouraging book borrowing like the Scholars of Babel. Instead, just keep track of the books you loan with these handy cards. That is a great idea if you loan books out to people. Very cute. This is adorable. Okay, I see the book, and then under the book is a scarf. So let's look at the scarf first. Wow. This is cool. Look at me assuming I'm getting just a book and getting a whole book box. My gosh. Okay. That also maybe explains why it was so expensive. Okay. Okay, so we have a scarf. This is cool. What is printed on here? It's like definitions, script, story, syntax, subplot. Does it open? Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Oh, and it comes with like a pocket. So you can like use it like a purse, I guess? That is really interesting. I have never seen anything like that before. It's really nice and pretty. Huh. Cool. What does it say about the scarf? Perfect for getting cozy in those chilly Oxford falls, this scarf features some of the most essential words to a reader and scholar. Nice. And lastly, we have the book itself. Nicely packaged. Wow. Okay, this is really pretty. Babel, An Arcane History by R.F. Kuang. Gorgeous. I love it. Property of Babel. Attempted removal by anyone who is not a member of the Institute may result in death, dismemberment, or worse. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. So it's a dust jacket on top of the regular American dust jacket. And inside there is a letter from the author and it is signed. This is so nice. This was a really great box. Thank you so much to the Librarian box. I don't buy book boxes very often because a lot of times they come with things that are not terribly useful to me, but I feel like the things they included for this were very thoughtful, relevant to the book, and actually useful, so excellent job. Lastly, I have this package that came in the mail. I am not sure what this is, so let's open it together and find out. Oh, okay. I did know this was coming to me. So this is from Tor. This is The Helm of Midnight by Marina Lostetter. I have not read this, and they had reached out to me about if I would be interested in the next book coming out, and I was like, well, I haven't read the first one, but it sounds intriguing, so give it to me. It says Hannibal meets Mistborn in Marina Lostetter's The Helm of Darkness, this dark and stunning first novel in a new trilogy that combines intricate world building and rigorous magic system of the best of epic fantasy with a dark and chilling thriller. So it sounds intriguing. I am excited to give it a try. Thank you to Tor. I got a package in the mail. I'm not sure what this is, but it's from Penguin, so let's find out. Oh, cool. Right. Okay. Yeah. I'm actually excited that they sent me a copy of this. Victor Lavelle, who I've read a novella from that I really enjoyed. I need to read The Changeling still, but this is his new book, Lone Women, coming out in March of 2023, and it sounded really good. Blue skies, empty land, and enough excuse my child in the background. Blue skies, empty land, and enough wide open space to hide a horrifying secret. Adelaide Henry carries an enormous steamer trunk with her wherever she goes. It's locked at all times, because when the trunk opens, people around Adelaide start to disappear. The year is 1915 and Adelaide is in trouble. Her secret sin killed her parents, forcing her to flee California in a hellfire rush and make her way to Montana as a homesteader. Dragging the trunk with her to every stop, she will become one of the lone women taking advantage of the government's offer of free land for those who can tame it, except that Adelaide isn't alone. So yeah, it says it has a unforgettable cast of adventurers who find horror and sisterhood in a brutal landscape and a portrait of early 20th century America like you've never seen. Yeah, sounds great. I am excited to read it. Thank you, Penguin. I have 2 packages that arrived, so let's go ahead and open them. The first one I did take a peek at because I was wondering what it was. I was like, who is this from? It is from a publisher, and I did know I was getting this. I just haven't gotten mail from them before, so I was like, what is this? So Holiday House is a small press that has been publishing some really exciting YA and children's books, and they reached out to me to see if I would be interested in reviewing any of their list, and there were 3 titles I was interested in, so they sent them to me. Thank you so much to them. Let's get these out. First up is a middle grade title. This is called The Star That Always Stays by Anna Rose Johnson. This came out in August and it sounded really interesting. It's by an indigenous author who is part of the Chippewa tribe, and it is middle grade historical fiction about an Ojibwe girl whose life changes when her mother remarries and her mom asks her to try to pass as white even though she's not. So it just sounded really interesting and I wanted to give it a try. Then they very kindly sent me finished copies of 2 books. The first one is My Mechanical Romance by Alexine Farrell-Fulmuth. This just looked adorable. It's a YA contemporary romance that's super nerdy, which I am a fan of. It's about a girl in high school who accidentally reveals that she has a talent for engineering and is basically forced into joining the robotics club. All the boys ignore her, and the only other girl on the team doesn't seem to like her either. Enter Mateo Luna, captain of the club, who recognizes her as a potential asset until they start butting heads. Belle doesn't care much about nationals while Tio cares too much, but as the nights of after-school work grow longer and longer, Belle and Tio realize they've built more than just a combat-ready robot for the championship. They've made space for each other and themselves. So it's a book about the challenges of girls of color in STEM, which sounds great. It's also a cute, nerdy YA romance. And for those who don't know, this author also writes under the name Olivia Blake. So she is also the author of the Atlas 6. So if you wanted to try some of her YA material, you might try My Mechanical Romance. I was a big fan of the Atlas 6. Finally is a book that I've heard really amazing things about from Ashley over at Bookish Realm and Audrey at Perpetual Pages. And so when they offered this, I was like, okay, I know it's going to be intense, but I really want to read it. So this is Hell Followed With Us by Andrew Joseph White. This is YA horror by a trans author, and I've heard that it's intense, like it's a lot to read, especially for YA, but also that it's incredible. So I wanted it, I want to read it. And I am so grateful that they were kind enough to send me a copy. So yeah, thank you so much to Holiday House for those 3 books. You can look forward to seeing me review those in the coming months. Then I've got this package, which is from a viewer who is also an indie author, and this is their first novel, I believe. They had reached out to me to see if I would be interested, and it did sound up my alley, so I was like, yeah, send along a copy. Let's see if I can open it. All right. Yay! Okay, cool. So this is Blue Revolution by S.E. Martin's book 1 of the Blue Sequence. This just came out. I won't be able to read this probably until January-ish, but it sounds really good and I'm excited to check it out, and I will have a link down below if you want to check it out as well. This is the first book in a new YA portal fantasy series, and here's what it says. A child of two worlds. Setzi is a shy high school student on Earth. Sephine is a rebelling princess on Elysion. They are the same person. The goddess of death stalks Setzi across both worlds, furious that the princess who was supposed to die on Elysion lives again. When Setzi is drawn back into the world of Elysion, she finds herself torn between competing factions. A group of young revolutionaries become the first friends she has ever known. Yet the king they fight against is the father she's never stopped grieving. Which side will she choose? And can she make her choice before the death goddess catches up with her? Sounds fantastic. Love the cover. Thank you so much to S.E. Martin's. Go check it out. And they very kindly signed it and sent a bookmark along. Love that. A package arrived from Macmillan. I'm not sure what this is, so let's find out. I may have an idea because I do know there's an art coming to me from Tor, but their boxes don't usually look like this, so I don't know. Let's see. Tor usually has the white envelopes. Oh, okay. This is the arc I was thinking of. It's just in a different kind of box. Wow. It's so big. This is The Cradle of Ice by James Rollins. It is the sequel to The Starless Crown, which I read earlier this year. I said yes to this because while I did think the first book was a little too long and self-indulgent at times, I liked elements of it a lot. It's a really interesting new sci-fantasy series, and I am curious to see if things improve for me in book 2. Like, there was enough in book 1 that I was interested in that I want to see what's going to happen next. Did not realize how freaking long this was. This is a tome. It's like 650 pages long. But this comes out in February, and I will be reading it before publication. Stay tuned. I got a package in the mail, and it feels like a book, and I don't know who it's from, so let's find out. Okay, what is this? Oh, cool. Okay. So this, oh, it's a Sapphic Room. Okay. It is an arc of a Sapphic romance from Forever Romance, Behind the Scenes by Corellia Stetz Waters. Listen, it looks pretty good, coming out January 31st for fans of Abby Jimenez and Meryl Wilsner. Hilarious and refreshingly authentic novel about second chances, pugs, and finding the perfect muse. Cute. Okay, so we have an older business consultant and a woman who is a former filmmaker, and I think they're like making a movie together or something. It sounds like fun. Cool. I had not heard about this. Thank you forever. Hello again. I have some book mail, and I also have a book that I picked up at Barnes & Noble. For the book from Barnes & Noble, I actually have a short that I can link up above from that shopping trip, which was kind of fun, but I had to get a copy of Pretty Dead Queens by Alexa Dunn. I am friends with Alexa, so caveat there, but I just finished reading my e-arc of this. I actually did finish the end of the book in the physical copy, and I loved it. Like, the twists. Wow. There were like some things I was not expecting. It was excellent. Anyway, I'll be talking about this more in my end of month wrap up, but I loved it. I wanted a copy, and it's lovely. And like, look at this. It's got like a cool thing, Seaview High School. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but if you want a good YA murder mystery that is a little bit like Small Town Secrets a la Murder, She Wrote, but modern with some really, really good twists at the end, highly recommend. Next is a package from Amazon. I am pretty sure this is some books that I ordered. I had credit from y'all using my affiliate links, and so I used it to buy a couple of books that I wanted. I'm pretty sure that's what these are. Yes! Yay! I'm so excited. Okay. All right. Yay! I'm excited about both of these. First up, adding to my Sylvia Moreno Garcia collection, which is nearing its completion for the time being, I got This Strange Way of Dying, Stories of Magic, Desire, and the Fantastic by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. This is her indie published short story collection that I did not yet have and had not yet read. I love the cover. It is gorgeous. I don't know when this came out. Oh wow, okay, so this came out in 2013, and it has a story of vampires in Mexico City, which I'm wondering if that short story was a precursor to one of her later books. I'm not sure, but I'm excited to have this. And then every year, Sarah Morgan comes out with a Christmas book, and this year's is Snowed In for Christmas. Do I know what this is about? No. Do I care? No, not really, because I really, really love the way that Sarah Morgan does characters, and I love her holiday books, and I buy them every year. So I got this one. A family gathering. This Christmas, the Miller siblings have one goal: to avoid their well-meaning family's endless stream of prying questions. Ross, Alice, and Clemmy have secrets they don't intend to share, and they're relying on each other to deflect attention. There's an uninvited guest and a Christmas to remember, set in the Highlands, and I feel like it's going to be great. I always like these because they are, I would say, women's fiction with strong romantic subplots, and I just really enjoy them. So those are the two books that I picked up using Amazon credit. I am a little bummed this got slightly damaged, but it's okay. Still happy to have it. Then I have a package from Penguin Random House. I am pretty sure I know what this is. I think they're sending me a finished copy of Kristen Kashore's next book, which is exciting. Yeah, that's definitely what this is. I don't know what happened to the dust jacket. Oh boy. Okay. Ooh. Yikes. Okay, so hold up. Like, slide the dust jacket back onto the book. But yeah, this is Sea Sparrow, the final book in the Graceling series, and it's really pretty. This will be my only hardcover. Look at those end papers. Yes. So if you don't know, I am doing a read-along for this series with Kara from A Wild Book Garden and Mel from A Book Fiend Called Mel. So I will link their channels down below. All of the live shows for that are over on Mel's channel, and I've been really enjoying it. So when they offered to send me a copy of Sea Sparrow, I said, yes, please do, because I will be reading it. This one we are actually not reading until January. This is our January book, but I am very excited. Hello, I got a package in the mail from Macmillan, probably from Tor. This is usually what they send things in, so let's see what it is. Yes! Yay! Okay, I did know I was getting this, and I'm very excited. It is a finished copy of the new glossy edition of Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. Do I now have 2 copies of this book? Yes. It was originally indie published, and wow, it is very shiny. Oh my gosh. Oh, cool. It came with stickers. Okay, these are like adorable, adorable stickers. If you like cozy books, if you want cozy slice of life fantasy, I cannot recommend this enough. It doesn't have a ton of plot. So like if you need a plot to love a book, it may not be for you. They like open a coffee shop together, and it is lovely and charming, and I was such a big fan of it. Thank you so much, Tor, for sending this. And what's cool about it is this one comes with a bonus prequel story, which I'm very excited to read. And yeah, now I have the original indie version and this, and then am I tempted to buy the beautiful UK hardcover too? Yes. Do I need it? No. But like, would I complain if somebody decided to get it for me? Also no. Maybe I'll get it. Maybe for Christmas I'll get it for myself. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yay. Thank you, Tor. I'm so excited to have this and read the last one. This is so nice. I love what they did with it. They like changed the font, made it super shiny. We've got mail. I had 3 packages come today, so let's open them up. I don't actually know what this is. I got an email that I was getting something from Simon & Schuster, but they don't usually send me things, and I have no idea what it is. So we're gonna find out. One is an order that I placed myself, something from Macmillan, and then whatever's in the big box. Let's open them. First up, we have an order that came through Book Depository. This, I think I actually ordered through Amazon with the rest of the credit that I had. Yeah. All right. So I got this beauty. There are these new lines of little pocket-sized penguin cloth-bound classics that I heard about from Mara, and I was like, those are adorable and beautiful. And they have some kind of cool shorter novels available. This one is called Hellscreen, and it is classic Japanese horror stories in translation, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like this really cute little book, and I partly picked this up because I think I want to put it on my classics TBR for 2023. I want to do a little bit better job of including some translated work on that, and so this is, you can expect to see this in that video. Next we have one from Macmillan. It came, oh, mostly open. I don't, what is, oh, okay. Okay, so I actually already have this. I actually got a copy of this at New York Comic Con, and I'm very excited about it. Some Desperate Glory by Emily Tesh. There's a lot of buzz about it. It's the first full-length novel from this author, and it's science fiction, and it sounds really interesting, but I do already have a copy, so I will probably pass my additional one along to someone else who might enjoy it. But it comes out in April, and big thanks to Tor.com. Okay, lastly for the big box, this is the one I am most curious to know what's inside, so let's find out. I have no idea what they're sending me. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm forgetting something, but I don't think I know everything. Oh. Okay, this is interesting. So I wonder if, cool. So I wonder if Simon and Schuster owns this company. Huh. Okay, so I did know this is coming. I wonder if they're being distributed by Simon and Schuster in the US, but I had been reached out to see if I was interested in anything from Flame Tree Press, and they had this really cool collection of stories. It's very shiny if you can see. This is Epic Tales First People's Shared Stories. So it's kind of cool because it's an anthology, and they were really kind to send me a finished hardcover. It's beautiful. But it's an anthology of Indigenous stories from around the world, which is very cool. And actually, you know what? The timing of this is kind of perfect because I'm participating in an Indigenous readathon next month. So maybe I will throw some of these into my TBR last minute. I love it. Thank you to Flame Tree Press. I think I'm going to end the vlog style book haul there because we are getting very late in the month and I need to start editing things to go up pretty soon. I do feel like this month was very heavy on the publisher mail, and I've been trying to scale back my own purchases, which I think I've been doing a pretty good job of. But talk to me in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on anything in this video, and let me know if there is anything that piqued your interest that came in the mail this month, something you would be interested in hearing more about, something you would want to read. Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, it always helps if you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.